Hi friends, welcome back to GoPSQL Concepts. Today I am going to explain the table level DDL commands. Why I am not going to explain the entire DDL command? In case I am explaining in all the type of objects, it is getting confused. That's why I am not going to explain all the types of objects. And DDL having 5 types of the commands: create, alter, drop, truncate, and rename. Create is using to create the database objects like tables, sequence, synonym, views, procedure, function, package, and triggers also. Using the alter statement, we can able to modify the existed object. Means we can able to add the column in the existed table, and using alter add command, and we can able to modify the data type and length of the column using alter column, and we can able to drop the column using alter drop column, and we can using the drop command we can able to drop the existed object in database, and using the truncate we can able to delete the data in permanently. Structure will be same. Using the rename we can able to change the database object names and as well table column names also. Now we will see the one by one command. Using the create command we can able to create the database also. For example, I am going to create a Gopi database. Create database name. I am going to create a database Gopi. For example, I am going to execute. Yeah, it's a created. We'll check the drop down. Yeah, it's existed. Yeah, I discussed earlier. Using create statement, we can able to create the database objects like table, sequence, views, procedure, function, all the type of database objects. For the creation of the table, syntax of the creation of the table: create table name, column 1 and data type 1, and column 2 data type 2, column 3 data type 3. N number of columns we can able to create. For example, I am going to create an employee table. I am giving a short name of employee table, emp, employee number integer, employee name varchar 10, and job and manager id and hire date and salary and commission and department number. Same like above mentioned syntax: create table name, create table employee is the table name, and column 1 is the employee number and the data type is the integer, comma column 2 is the ename and the data type is the varchar 10, and column 3 is the job and the data type is the varchar 9, and column 4 is manager id, data type is integer, and column 5 is hire date and data type is date and time. Varchar is a SQL Server data type, and varchar 2 is the Oracle data type, and nvarchar is the ANSI data type, and the number is Oracle and SQL Server both it will be support. Varchar 2 it will be store the all the type of the keys and numbers, means characters and special characters and numbers also, and nvarchar will be stored all the type of the languages and our keyboard characters and special characters and numbers also. Number is the SQL standard data type. In number having precision and scale. Precision means before point the value, and scale means floating value, and integer means it will be supports only numbers, it will take only numbers, and float means same like a number but it's not allowed the integer values. Number it will be allowed the ignore the scale value, then it will be treating as a integer. Number data type treating as a integer, but float it's not possible to ignore the scale value. Money means it will be same treating as a float, but it's not possible to mention the scale of value. Time will be stored on given time, and date will be stored only given date, and date and time it will be stored the both the date and time, and boolean or bit data type it will be stored only true or false values. Now I am in the master database. I want to go to the Gopi database and create the employee table. But we need to select the drop down, then need to select the database. But we have a command also, use keyword is there. You can use the use keyword and type database name. Then it will be go to the directly database. Then it will be change the database name. Then after we can able to execute the what are the statements are there, what are the comments are there, we can able to execute the that database. Now employee table has been created. For better understanding purpose, I am going to insert some records in the employee table. Sample data inserted. Now I want to check the structure of the table using sp underscore help. Underscore help. In between the single quotes, we need to pass the table name employee emp. Now we can able to check the table structure. All given columns it will be existed. Now we will check the sample data inserted or not. Using select star from emp, we can able to get it the data. We can able to fetch the data from table. These are I am giving sample data. Based on my requirement, I am added those columns. I am giving these columns, and some data is inserted. Unexpectedly, phone number column is not existed in the table, but we need to store the phone numbers in employee table. So I'm going to use the alter add command. Alter add command. What is the syntax of the alter add command? Alter table name, add column name. What is the column name? Phone number. Data type is the integer, right? It's added. We can able to check with the help of sp underscore help predefined procedure. The phone number column has added as a integer, but we need to store the along with phone numbers. I want to store the country codes also. So plus is common country code. So we cannot add the plus in integer column. So we need to change the data type into varchar with using the alter column. What is the syntax of the alter column? Alter table name, alter column name and data type. I am giving wrongly some information. Phone number with country codes it more than 13 characters. Based on the Indian numbers, it will be taking 10 numbers only. So I need to change again to 15 characters for safe side. So I need to again alter the column. Alter table name, alter column, phone number, varchar 15. Again it's updated. We need to check it with the sp underscore help predefined procedure. Yes, it's updated. Varchar 15. But so many employee details already updated, so I don't have any use to add the phone number. We cannot collect the employee phone numbers in manually, and we cannot update them manually. There is no use to add a phone number column in employee table. That's why I'm going to drop the phone number column. What is the syntax of the drop the column? Alter table name, drop column name. We can check column has deleted permanently. We cannot get back the column, and is there any data is existed also, it will be not possible to get back the data also. Rename means we can able to change the existed object name as well column name also. Using sp rename we can able to change the object name and column name also. For changing the object name, sp underscore rename existed object name comma target object name. In case we need to change the column name, sp rename table name dot column name and target column name. For example, I want to change my employee table. For better understanding purpose, I am going to change the employee to employee. EMP does not exist in the database Gopi. We will check the employee table target is affected or not. Yes, it's updated. Object name and table name has been updated. And we will see now rename the existed column name to target column name. For rename the column sp underscore rename table name dot column name, for example sal column is there, but I want to change the sal to salary. So I'm change has been done. Now we will check the structure of the table. Sal has updated as a salary. Next command is truncate command. Truncate command only for the table, because truncate is the delete operation from the table. Truncate only doing only the deletion of the data. In database we can able to store the data in tables only. That's why we can able to use the truncate command in tables only. Generally, trainers are not going to explain how is it working in background. Truncate actually it will be working. First it will be store the table information in tempdb. Then after a table will be dropped. Then after based on the tempdb information it will be create again the table structure. But table data it will be vanished. It's not possible to get back the data. And in case is there any child relation between the header and child relation is there, it's not possible to truncate the data, because it's a need to drop the table and recreate the table. That's why it's not possible to truncate the header table data. For truncate table name. Previously we have seen some text data added into the employee table. Truncation, what will be happen, we will see. There is no records. And truncate will be not possible to get back the data. It's not possible to roll back the data. And it's not a record by record process. It will be vanish. After truncation of the table, in case it's there any auto increment column, it will be start with again starting position. Next command drop. Using the drop command, we can able to drop the existed object in the database. For example, we have a employee table structure, but truncate is not going to delete the table structure, but a drop will be delete the table data as well, table structure also. Syntax of the drop table name. For example, I am giving a drop table name. We can able to drop the database also. Drop database Gopi. Then it will be drop the database also. First we will see the object level. Drop table name is employee. Employee table has been dropped. We will see that it will be there or not. We'll check it out first. does not existed this object in Gopi. Drop the Gopi database also, then it will be drop. Now we will see the database is existed or not. Refresh and check it again, it's not there in the database list. One more thing I'm going to explain, what is the begin transaction and what is the commit and rollback. Why I'm going to explain in DDL statements only. Generally in SQL, DDL statements are auto committed and DML statements are not a auto commit. But in SQL Server, here it's a different, because when it's a begin the transaction only, then it's possible to commit or rollback. Otherwise, it will be take any type of the command, it will be take as a auto commit. Generally, these type of the things are not giving in a training section. Begin transaction, for example, I am creating one table MP ename varchar 10 and salary money, just taking 2 columns with the begin statement. Now it's a table existed. I am pressing rollback. Now it will be existed or not. This table is not existed because we are begin the transaction, then we commit our rollback only, it will be transaction will be saved or deleted. We will check for one more DML statement also. I am trying to insert data in EMP table. What happened we will see. For example, I am using begin transaction and pressing rollback. I am trying to insert the one row with the begin transaction and rollback. What happened we will see. There is no record. For example, we are going to commit the creation of the table and the insertion of the record. What happened we will see now. Table has been created. You'll see, yes, created. Now we are inserting the data. One row inserted. Yes, one row existed. Now we will see without begin transaction, in case we are inserted one record with a rollback, is it work or not, we need to check it out one more time. For example, I am going to insert one record. Salary is 100 and immediately I am giving rollback. What happened it will be see. Rollback transaction has no occurring begin the transaction. When we are begin the transaction only, it's possible to roll back. That's why it's a throwing error. We will see it will be 2 records existed. When we are doing the DDL DML operations, we need to begin the transaction and after completion of the transaction we need to commit a rollback. Hope you understand DDL concepts in table level. Next section will continue on DML statements. Every Saturday or Sunday morning I will try to release one video and I am going to plan to share a interview questions as well with the shorts. Thank you for support. Please like, share, comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.